After only giving up one hit and one runner left stranded in the top half of the first inning, Wayne Wakefield enters the home half, and they'll lead off with Brennan O'Reilly, who fouls off the first pitch from Dylan Roth. But O'Reilly will be followed by Camarena and also Sanchez. Dylan Roth on the mound, of course, on the season. This is his third start of the season, making his sixth appearance on the mound. As O'Reilly will pop one over to first base, where Broderick Rader takes a few slide steps over to his left, and that'll be out number one quickly, 2 pitches in, and O'Reilly little floater over to first base. Out number one in the bottom half of the first inning, Isaac Camarena, the junior center fielder. He played center field last game, came in to pitch a little bit toward the end as well. And we'll get the rest of Dylan Roth's stats. The right-handed pitcher from the full windup goes righty on righty and down in the zone, but swung on by Camarena for strike one. Roth on the season, he has struck out 23 batters, walked 10, as he has allowed 10 runs, 7 earned there for Roth on the season. I'm looking at the wrong number yet. Dylan Roth is the pitcher. Aaron Roth and Roth right next to each other. The R's kind of rolled out the same, but Dylan Roth has struck out 23 batters, walked 10, allowing 10 runs and 7 earned, as he has also allowed 18 hits as Camarena puts one over to left center field, and that'll be the 19th hit given up by Roth. And Camarena tried to stretch it out to a double, but he'll come back, and now he's going to take second. Camarena will be safe at second base. And that errant throw out there could be from center field, as the shortstop, Shea Meserly, going to quite handle that shot. Actually, shortstop is actually Gooble's. Third baseman is Meserly. But Camarena put that one out towards second base, as he had a for sure single, and then took off to second off the throw, and nobody was coming in the back, so good heads-up move there by Isaac Camarena. Get him a single on that one and go over to second base, as now Julio Sanchez can help himself out. The pitcher for Wayne Wakefield, runner in scoring position, only one out in the bottom half of the first inning, and it's going to be a breaking ball, called ball, yes, right at the knees. Kind of curved right out of the catcher's mitts there of Volke, catching duties this evening for Thurston-Cumming County. Isaac Camarena over out there at second base. Roth takes a quick look over his shoulder. Another one, and he's going to come home. And it's going to nick Sanchez, and we'll have runners on first and second for Wayne Wakefield. Roth kind of going just a little bit inside, and Sanchez going to get out of the way of that one. Went off his left side of his body, and he's over at first base on a hit batter. And we'll see a courtesy runner come in. Mason Lee comes in to run for the starting pitcher of Sanchez. And now Zane Jackson can do some damage. We haven't really got much into the offensive skills here for Wayne Wakefield, but Zane Jackson on the season, this is his 16th appearance at the plate. Game, that is. He's had 13 hits. That's third on the team. 7 RBIs as the team leader, though, for Wayne Wakefield. And he's got 2 aboard with 1 out in the bottom half of the first inning. Wayne did put up their only run against Arlington last game in the bottom of the first inning. Let's see if they can get ahead here early and do some more damage against Dylan Roth. And Jackson lets one go to left field. The left fielder got his hips turned, and it's going to go all the way to the warning track. One bounce, hits the fence. Camarena's in the score. Leaves over to third base, and that's going to be a double, a RBI double for Zane Jackson. The runners weren't sure if the left fielder out there being Donner was going to catch that one, but of course he turned his hips a couple too many times, and it's a RBI double for Zane Jackson. Brings in Isaac Camarena, that is. Another courtesy runner comes in here for Wayne Wakefield. I believe that's Tucker Nichols, that is correct. Nichols comes in to courtesy run. So we have a couple courtesy runners on. Lee for Sanchez and Nichols for Jackson. As Mason Lee is all the way over to third base, and Zane Jackson had that RBI double, so he's over at second base. But Tucker Nichols comes into courtesy run, and we'll see Noah Braun. It's going to be no play at the plate. Then it bounced too far away from Zolke. Noah Braun plays a little third base defensively, but he looks down the line and says, don't go. I'm not sure if Adam Hoffman had different ideas, and Mason Lee kind of stopped and then started to go and came back, but it didn't get too far away from Zolke, so that could have been a good move to keep Lee over at third and not be the second out of the inning. Dylan Roth goes to the full windup, though, as it is ball 1. Now make it ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Noah Braun, the senior third baseman here for Wayne Wakefield. Runners at second and third, 1 out in the bottom half of the first inning. 1 run comes across the plate already, as Zane Jackson, of course, adds to his RBI total, 8 RBIs on the season to lead the squad. Roth fires in, and it's going to be a foul ball off toward the first base dugout here around Wayne Wakefield's corner. First strike there on Braun. Look at Noah Braun's stats on the season. 4 hits, 4 RBIs coming into this game, of course. Don't have the stats from Game 1 against Arlington. As Braun sits back on the 2-1 delivery, and he'll take ball 3 in the dirt. That bounces right in front of home plate. Dylan Roth, a little too much grip on the ball there, breaking it down in front of Braun, and now he'll await the 3-1 delivery. Following Noah Braun, Tyler Lutz will be the 6th batter in the lineup. Still in the bottom half of the first inning. Roth looking in at the mid of Zolke, and he's going to go upstairs for ball 4. A hits batsman and a walk and a couple of hits already given up here for Dylan Roth in the first inning, and no mound visit yet by Coach Clay Haymart, but we might be seeing one here shortly as Braun walks down to load the bases over at first. Nichols is at second, courtesy running for Jackson's RBI double, and Mason leaves over at third, and of course courtesy running for the pitcher, Julio Sanchez, who was hit by pitch. Here's Lutz. He'll take one in the dirt. 5 or 6 pitches low in the dirt there that Zolke's kept in front of him, keeping Mason Lee over at third base. 1 out, though, in the bottom half of the first inning. It was Brendan O'Reilly who had a little soft liner over to first base where Broderick Rader handled it easily. Now Lutt will take a ball 2 upstairs, but he'll swing through for strike 1. Trying to wait to see if Dylan Roth is going to throw a strike, but now he's give him some help there for swinging that one upstairs. Roth gets a little more confidence with 1 out, and defense trying to work behind him. And, of course, that's hit by that ball. Ball goes low in the dirt there, but, of course, a couple of shots over toward the left side of the infield. Zane Jackson was the big one hopper all the way to the fence. And Isaac Camarine also had a single in this inning that stretched out to basically to second base after the throw came late and wide in field. And now we see strike 2 on the outside corner called. So first called strike in the last 2 batters that Dylan Roth has gotten taken. But, of course, Lutz swung through a high fastball for a 2-2 delivery now. Full count, or full load, bases are loaded. 2-2 is the count, and it's going to be now full count as Lutz keeps his whole body back. His hip swung through on that off-speed pitch on the outside corner, but it's out wide. And now we'll see maybe a walk-in RBI here for Lutter. Let's see if he makes some contact, or Roth will get his first strike out of the game. And it will be the base on balls RBI for Tyler Lutt. So Mason Lee comes in to score a run. It's now 2-0. Wayne Wakefield leads in the bottom half of the first inning. Nichols goes over to third base, and Braun to second. Here's Caden Court. Still no meeting at the mound. We now have our first stoppage, you would say, and Zolke comes in to calm down his starting pitcher of Dylan Roth. A couple of runs are coming across the plate already. Of course, 1 off a hit and 1 off most recent bases was loaded walk. And here's Caden Court, the 7th batter in the lineup for Wayne Wakefield, junior shortstop, and we'll see some work in the opposing bullpen going down to warm with an arm. See if Dylan Roth can get out of this inning, though, for Thurston-Cumming County. 1 out, 2 runs in already, off 2 hits, and a bases-loaded walk, and there's another ball upstairs. Dylan Roth not liking what he sees so far, and he maybe looked over his shoulder and saw his teammates warming up in the opposing bullpen, but he'll stay in that full windup and deliver into Korth, and it's going to be strike 1 on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Caden Korth on the season. He has recorded only 1 RBI coming into this game. 9 hits, though. And he's going to let one go for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Korth on the outside corner. Following Caden Korth, pinning in a double play ball, Justin Dean will be the designated hitter, and Mikey Reyes has an opportunity to bat. 9th batter in this bottom half of the first inning alone. Dylan Roth fires in upstairs around the neck area, and wow. Still no meeting on the mound, and not sure if Coach Clay Hemmart's just going to let Roth try and work himself out here or what. He is a junior for this Thurston-Cumming County team, but try and warm up a relief pitcher quickly. And here comes another one on the dirt. That's another run, and here comes our first meeting to the mound for Coach Clay Haymart. Try and stall some time here, but Nichols comes in to score. Give another RBI to Caden Korth for a walk this time. First RBI of the game, just like what Lutt had. He goes over to second, and Noah Braun over to third. 3 runs come in to score. So far, 1 off of a hit and 2 off of a back-to-back walk-in runs. We have an entire meeting in the infield, and we are going to see a change at the pitcher's spot. So only a third of an inning pitch there for Dylan Roth, and we'll check the number. Going from a position here, we'll have our call to the bullpen here shortly, and we'll check the number as soon as he throws it in. It's a right-handed pitcher, and we will see, I saw the number. Caleb Goebbels comes over from that shortstop position. we'll see where Roth goes. But Caleb Goebbels is your new pitcher. Wayne Wakefield leads 3-0, only one out in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll take a timeout, come back, get our stats updated, and we're back after this on Big Red Country 104.9.